bad company to work for. Oh, thought they were gonna hit the other container. I want to welcome y'all back to another episode of Ride with DJ on this gloomy looking Sunday. We about to head down here to Valdosta, Georgia, and pick up a empty. Today is Sunday. I'm starting my week off, of course, at home right here in Georgia. I don't know what they got planned for me after I leave from Valdosta, but I know one thing. I want to stay close to home because we got some bad weather that's going to potentially move through tomorrow. I seen on the Weather Channel, I think they call it like Torcon or something like that. It's like a 4 or a 5. So if you know what that is, it's a great chance of severe weather moving through our area. So I'm heading out here to Valdosta. Maybe they'll bring me up. Well, I know I'm going. I don't know where I'm going after that, since I'm going to just pick up an empty. If it was a load, I know I was going back to Atlanta. But maybe they'll do me a big loop. I'm thinking maybe they could send me over to Dothan, Alabama. I see that they send me over there a lot from South Georgia. So that'll be good if I go down to Valdosta, pick up an empty, shoot to Dothan, which is Midland City, actually where it's at, to a Michelin plant. Take it back to Atlanta, and they route me back down here. So that's what I'm hoping happens. I don't know, but either way, it's about to be a good day. It's starting to sprinkle a little bit. I know it's supposed to get real cold after this. I think it's gonna be the last little cold stretch before spring just settle in real good. Hopefully it do, you know. So, and like I say, if you notice something missing, that's where my 2005 Freightliner used to sit, over there. But somebody came out here and stole some heater hoses off of it. I mean, I don't think owner operators doing that bad to the point where they can't go buy some damn heater hoses. I think that was just somebody being cheap or malicious. I don't know. Either way, I had to move it. Matter of fact, I was down at my daddy's house yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Went down there and cranked it up. I didn't drive it, but I just cranked it up. We're finna get ready to put some shocks on it. And I got to get a mirror for it. And I was going to put a new air compressor on it, but I don't know, was it that the air compressor just not, from where it not being used, but it's starting to build air real good like it's supposed to all of a sudden, you know. So we was kind of checking it out yesterday, and you know, I just came to the conclusion I'm just gonna leave that air compressor on there, and if it give me any more issues, then I change it, because it's building air super good right now. So that's what it is. I'm just yibbling and yapping, doing my little 15-minute pre-trip. My wife just came up here and dropped me off. But we're about to get on down here to good old Valdosta, Georgia, and we will go from there. Welcome back to Ride with DJ. Let's rock and roll, man. Okay, look at that nice KW. My father-in-law got a pretty KW down there. I used to run loads. I used to run flatbed loads for him sometimes. But he mainly into the dump business. On a couple dump trucks and he get into the excavator business, being able to move dirt, tear down houses and stuff. If you don't know, Macon is full of abandoned houses and stuff. So he's starting to get into that business of tearing down houses, and the city of Macon pays real good. That's all I can say. So you're getting a check from the city of or a county or something like that, you best believe it's gonna be a good check. Good, and it's gonna be on time too. So blessed enough to have him. Maybe one day I drift to that side, and that's one reason. Like, that's one reason I'm not in no hurry to get back into containers, because, you know, watching somebody who couple trucks and do real good. It's just like, why go haul something for pennies? So that's why I'm real cautious of stepping back out there as an owner operator. I know, like people like, why you want to go work for him? That's because I don't want to mess up our personal relationship because of business, you know. But it is what it is. I help out when I can. Passing over good old McLean over here to our left side, where I used to work once in my lifetime, and glad to be away from it. But it is a nice job to get you out of a hole, or if you you go into, I guess some people really like it. Like my trainer, he had been there for, the dude that trained me, matter of fact, he stayed in the same neighborhood as I do. He'd been there for 18, 19 years, you know. And I know when I went in there, he was training me, he was talking about how good of a company it was. I already knew I wasn't going to be there that long. I didn't think I was going to be there 2 years. You know, I made it, but I think I did 9, 10 months there. There was a lot of stuff I didn't like about McLean. But one of the biggest things I didn't like about McLean was getting paid every 2 weeks. That sucked. Sucked real bad. But I went over there, I got the engine in my truck rebuilt. That's what I went over there to do, save a little extra money. Max out my 401k while I was over there. I got in and got out, you know. So it is what it is. It's starting to rain out here. I'm about to go over here to this truck stop and get me some water. Go over here and get me some water. And Valdosta is like, what, 2 hours away, 2 hours and 15 minutes away. So should be a pretty uneventful ride. Today is Sunday. Maybe not that many people on the road today, but yet again, people may be going home. Get it, Swift. About Swift, we're finna flip that truck over. We got turning. Oh man, Lowe's is straight ahead. Let's see. I have never been to this place. I didn't realize Dillard's was down here. I always see a guy drop up there making, he run doubles all the time. It seems like I always run into him when he's up there dropping. I didn't realize he was coming out of Valdosta down here. See Lowe's at the end of the road. It seemed like it took forever for me to come down here. And I stopped and got something to eat. And there was a big mistake, being that today, I guess, is a travel day for a lot of people. Because I made 3 stops, and everywhere I stopped at was deep. And the last stop was Taco Bell. And I said, well, I just made a sale, didn't I? What's that? Oh, okay. Just made a sale. I don't know if y'all hear that ka-ching. Oh, let's see where we at here. Okay, here we go. We're back here. But yeah, everywhere I stopped at was pretty deep. So the last stop I made, I just decided to go ahead and wait to get my food. That was at Taco Bell. And probably took me about 35 to 40 minutes just to 40 minutes just to get my food. Please turn engines off under the canopy. Sure will. winding. Gotta make 2 lefts. Let's see. I gotta pick up at 23.89. Where's that? 26. Okay. Let's go all the way back here to the back, I'm thinking. But yeah, stopped and got something to eat, and it took forever. And the truck outlet, I already only go 65. That's why I don't mind running back roads sometimes, because the truck is so slow that I really don't lose much time if I run back roads sometimes. I call back roads scenic routes. You know, sometimes I like to ride through little small towns. Let's see where we're at. This is 24. Okay, where's 23? This is 24. See what's going on back here. Pretty nice, sweet tires. This is interesting. Oh, I guess that's to hold the door open. Yep. Looking good. Make sure we close that back. We just had a driver. I think they said it happened up in Tennessee. Had a driver didn't secure his doors and went to back in the dock and hit another truck with his doors and caused some significant damage. About trying to get this tire off of here right here too. Probably stop at Love sometime soon. Oh, let's see what they got next for me. I already put my load information in. My empty call. Oh, I already put my empty call in, so I'm just waiting on them to get back with me to tell me which direction am I headed in next. So right now we have no load. No current load, no future load. So just sitting here waiting on JB Hunt to get back with me. I guess I'll go ahead and start heading up toward the front, because they got a, I didn't even check the channel number. 305-147. 305-147, that's right. So I guess we'll start heading back up to the front. And if we need to, we'll just sit outside the gate until they write me back and let me know which direction. I wish I could head over somewhere like Savannah right now. I wish I could head somewhere like Savannah right now and pick up a load going back to Fairburn. That would be absolutely perfect for me right now. But you never know. I guess we'll just, like I say, get up here and get checked out and wait for them to get back with me. So once they do, I will let y'all know which direction I'm heading in. back northbound we go. Gotta go pick up a load from Irving Tissue. Make sure we good. Yep, I don't see nobody coming, but we are headed back up to Macon to pick up from Irving Tissue and take it to CSX Fairburn. I've been to Irving Tissue one time before. Yeah, it probably took them about 20 minutes to finally give me a load. I had got back there in the back and got comfortable. Actually wanted to take a nap. Sometimes it's a little hard to get going on Sundays for me. Make sure we're good this way, we're good that way. Get from down here in good old Valdosta, Georgia. I used to have when I used to work for Cheney Brothers before they laid me off during the pandemic, I used to have this Valdosta route down here. Matter of fact, all of the area belonged to me down here in Valdosta. All of our groceries used to come out of Ocala, Florida, when I used to work for Cheney Brothers. All of our groceries came out of Ocala, and they would bring a trailer past Valdosta up to Macon, and I would come back down here 2 hours and 15 minutes, 2.5 hours down to do Valdosta. But right before they laid me off, before the pandemic got started real good, they had hired a driver down here in the Valdosta area to do the Valdosta account. So they had took it away from me, which I didn't mind, because they had a particular account that was a customer that was, I can't remember the town, but it was like, let's see if I can get out here. It was like maybe 30 minutes away from Valdosta, maybe 40 minutes away from Valdosta. But that would add so much time onto my day. Like, I could come down here and knock out the whole route, but that particular customer didn't get to their store, to their restaurant, till like 2 or 3 o'clock that afternoon. So it wasn't really no reason for me to come down here and hustle all day to get done, because that particular customer, they didn't get there till late in the afternoon. So I would be over there waiting on them sometime for an hour or two, and I would complain about it, and they wouldn't, basically we would just had to do what the customer say. I had to sit over there and wait. So that made my day 12 hours plus every day. So once they gave that route once they hired somebody down here in this area to run that route, I did not care. And probably like a month later, that's when the pandemic really got started up, and they started laying everybody off, and I was a couple days away from my year over there, and all my benefits was about to get started. And they called me that Monday morning and said, hey, with everything going on in the world right now, you know what that means for your job, don't you? So I'm just like, yeah, you finna lay me off. They were like, yep, you one of the first ones. And I said to I knew I was one of the first ones, because all my benefits was about to get started. And I guess they didn't want to go through giving me insurance, or basically starting up all my stuff, and they knew they were going to lay me off, so it is what it is. But we're going to cruise back up here to Macon. I actually just seen on the internet, it's a bad accident, and this is how accidents happen. People just come in front of you and hit on brakes. But a bad accident happened up here in Macon on 475, and guess what? Monroe County, Georgia didn't have enough ambulances to come down and, let me get over. Monroe County didn't have no ambulances to come down and cover the area, That is terrible. So maybe they got help out of Bibb County, I don't know. I gotta go back and read. I gotta go back and talk to my buddy up there in Monroe County to see how they cover issues like that. That was interesting to me. It's kind of dangerous too, because something happened out here on the interstate and you don't have a ambulance to come and see about the patient, transport the patient to the hospital. That is terrible. So Either way, I'm not going 475, and by the time I get back to Macon, the accident should be clear if I was going 475. So, but it is what it is. Let's get on up here to Urban Tissue. We got a Georgia State Patrol over there. I done pulled a U-Haul over on this, what turned out to be a beautiful Sunday. But like I say, we got bad weather moving in tomorrow. But let's get on up here and get this load picked up and run this good old JB Hunt truck, set the cruise control on 75 and let her ride, baby. Let's roll. Tire. I think in an earlier video, I think I had explained that we used to deliver when I used to pull containers for a company called OTD Logistics out of Savannah, Georgia, based in San Diego, California. But we used to bring equipment up from the port up here to Kumo. Made a lot of deliveries at Kumo. Way before, I'm gonna say, they produced their first tire over here. I see some JB Hunt containers over there at Kumo Tire, so obviously JB Hunt delivered to those guys. But today we're coming over here to Urban Tissue. Picked up over here probably like 2 weeks ago. 2-3 weeks ago I picked up over here. Pretty easy in and out. Get up here and get this lady my information. I could actually end my day right here today and JB Hunt would say nothing to me. That's how smooth and laid back JB Hunt is. At least for now. But I still got almost 6 hours left today. Let me go on yard move. But I still got 6 hours left today to work, to drive. I guess everybody does it different because I did not talk to nobody. They just opened the gate for me. Last time I had to give her all kind of information. I take a picture of my chassis, make sure I have all my chassis number and my container number that I'm dropping. I drop it first and then I go over to the shipping office.
Please check your seatbelt.
Please check your seatbelt. Checked. She does talk, but she don't do too much talking. Kind of quiet in here. Even though I got a female watching me all day. She's kind of quiet. Every once in a while she'll go off and talk to me, but she don't talk that much. Doesn't talk that much. They're doing a lot of construction work over here. I don't know how I dropped that video about when I told y'all I was sitting at the bar with my homegirl and she gave me that IV when I was on my keto diet. Well, she works out here. Fresh from Augusta, Georgia to Macon, Georgia. Got our good old paperwork. Only weigh 15. Nope, I'm wrong. Only weigh 10,000. We are light. I need to go get this thing washed. I think they said in orientation that we could get one free washing a month from Blue Beacon. I gotta check in with my dispatch. Oh. check in with my dispatch to see whether that is true or not. Just punched in the address to go up to Fairburn in my GPS, and they go a screenshot of what traffic is like going up there. I thought everything would kind of be clear this time of the day, especially what day it is, but as you can see, people are still out on the road, I guess going home from a beautiful weekend we have had here and all over the southeast. But tomorrow we got some strong storms moving in, and it's supposed to fall back into the 30s, 20s and 30s. So not looking forward to that. Yeah, we'll get up here to, this load is super light too. I almost feel, for some reason I would rather have a container that weighs like, that have like 15,000 pounds of product in it versus a empty trailer. Like, it like pull better for me, to me. Like, I just like the way it pulls for some reason when I got just a little product back there, as opposed to an empty trailer. I haven't did my load information. I don't like when the app do not let me go ahead and do my load information. I tried again once we get up here to Jackson, Georgia, to the 201. If not, I'm going to have to call JB Hunt. I don't know if I don't do my load, if I don't do my load information, whether I can still get into the rail yard or not. Because they have to approve what they call billing. If they haven't did the billing yet, then you can't, the rail yard don't know what you're bringing in, so you can't put the information into the CSX app. I don't know, do they run hand in hand? I don't know, that's out of my pay grade. But I do know that the billing have to be approved in order for you to take it into the rail yard. And one thing that I always do is make sure my billing is approved, so I just won't be hanging out at the kiosk. Let me get on out here. And let's just hope it's a smooth ride back up to Fairburn. Well, next stop is Jackson. I have a little under half a tank of fuel left. We'll fill up, especially because we got storms moving through tonight. Never know what it's going to bring, what's going to happen. So I want to make sure I'm full of fuel. Oh, but I will catch y'all in a few. Beautiful time to be in the facility tonight, to be in this facility tonight, because it's empty. As you can see, not much going on out here. See, can I keep it under 17, 18 miles, stay on yard move. I had to stop back there a while ago and call dispatch because they still had not updated my app yet so I could put my load information in. And while I was on the phone with her, I went ahead and requested a load going down to the Savannah area for tomorrow. Now, whether they do it or not, it's only to be seen. But I want to make it back home tonight because we got some bad weather moving through the area. And I most certainly don't want to stay up here in the Atlanta area tonight. So it don't matter what they give me. I want to get out of this area tonight. I don't want to be in the city tomorrow. I definitely don't want to have to deal with rush hour traffic on a Monday morning with rain and wet roadways. I'm currently waiting on the next load. Oh, killer speed bump. Waiting on the next load to see what they're going to give me. But I know I just want to make it out of here. And Savannah loads pay pretty good mileage going down there and back. So I don't mind doing Savannah loads. I don't want to do Savannah loads every day. Definitely don't want to do them every day with how slow this truck is. But we're going to get over here to Echo 1. Okay, so they gave me a load going down to Midway, Georgia. And they told me, the CSX app told me to go pick up a chassis and come over here to 160. But sometimes you can come over here and it's already on a chassis instead of going to get one. It already be on a chassis, but my luck is it's not on a chassis. So there go my spot right there, 160. So I see a chassis right here ahead of me. Probably not gonna be able to get to it. Let's see, maybe I can. It'd be nice if I could find one more in the open instead of having to. I probably could get that, but I want to see can I find one more in the open instead of grabbing that one. I sure wish it was already on the box. The box was already on the chassis, I meant. That would be nice. So yeah, they gave me a load going back down to Midway so I could get home tonight. I don't see any JB Hunt chassis up there anywhere, so let me swing around. I see one over there straight ahead. Is that no, that's not a JB Hunt chassis. See, can we hunt down a JB Hunt chassis? Got a little guy right there. Yeah, there's one over there trackside, but I'm not gonna go over there and struggle to get that one. Maybe some down here. Nope, don't really see any. Well, I guess I'll go over here and struggle with this one straight ahead. I can easily back up onto a chassis with at an angle. I know how to do it, and it's really helpful that these trucks have the airbags. I can lower my airbags all the way up and down. Because before I go up on that chassis, I make sure that my airbags is all the way down. I don't even want my fifth wheel touching the chassis until I get that kingpin lined up with my hole on my fifth wheel. Yeah. So yeah, we'll grab this one. I passed 1 million chassis, but I was hoping that it would already be on something. So this is at an angle, but we can still get in here. I've been doing this a long time, guys. Probably not as long as some of you, but I have been doing it for a while. Been in a lot of tricky situations, and the main thing right now is just getting that kingpin lined up with my. Okay, let's see. Show y'all what we. Well, my airbags is all the way down, and we are kind of way off. But let's get this thing on here. Might as well go back here and check my tires. I don't want to pick up a problem. Good. And these tires over here look real good. Yeah, those tires look real good. But yeah, let's get this thing lined up. Let's get it lined up and get hooked and go over here to 160. And we about to go to the house, get ready for these storms in the morning. We have arrived over here to pick up our box, and the crane is currently doing something back there. I don't know what he's doing, or is it even somebody in the crane? I haven't located my box yet. Let's see. What is my box number? Okay, my box number is 844. It's the last three. I don't really see it anywhere. Let's step back here and see, can we see it? 844. See, can we spot our box anywhere? 844. No, I can't see any numbers. So let's get the hell on from back here. $844 is the number of my box. Hopefully it's on top somewhere. I won't be able to start my day until late tomorrow. Probably like 9 o'clock. But that's gonna be perfect for me. They canceled my kids' school tomorrow because of the impending weather that's moving in. My wife wants me to be at home to help her with them. To help them with everything. Matter of fact, my daughter's supposed to start daycare tomorrow. Tomorrow is her first day. So it's a lot going on in the morning. So that's why I want to get back home this afternoon. Tonight. Got a lot going on in the morning. And if something be too bad tomorrow, I just probably won't go anywhere tomorrow. Or at best or worst, I just go down, deliver the load to Midway, and come right back home if I need to. And there goes my box right there. That is my box right there. Yep, got a lot going on tomorrow. I need to be around. And like I say, that's one thing about JB Hunt that I'm finding out. It's not hard to get something. If you ask for it, they'll give it to you. Or if you just need to be home or leave out later, you can. It won't be really no issues. Very thankful for it. When I came up here to JB Hunt, I thought it was gonna be one way, but a lot of stuff that they do is actually surprising me, and really not a bad company to work for. Definitely not a bad company to work for. Oh, thought they were gonna hit the other container. Yeah, I don't think there's nobody up there in that crane. Matter of fact, I don't see anybody. Right on point. Come on down with it, baby. Yep, there you go. Slide that bad boy forward. Slide it forward. There we go. Come on up with it. A little bit more. There we go. Like my uncle used to say, cooking with buzzer oil, baby. Cooking with buzzer oil. I just hope those back pins lined up. Oh, they're working on it right now. Get those back pins lined up. There we go. This side went straight in. Like I say, my uncle used to say, cooking with buzzer oil. Uncle D used to call me Uncle D. I don't know what it meant. But every time he would say it, hell, it would be good. It'll be a good situation. Alright, crane moving away. We're gonna go back here and lock this bad boy down. Hope we got some paperwork. Yep, look at that. It's gonna be a good night. We already got some paperwork. I mean, I'm going home anyway, so I could have printed out the paperwork if I needed to, but it's already here. Let's get up out of here. Lock that bad boy in. Go ahead and take a picture of my seal while I'm back here. Let's see, where you at, seal number? I don't see the seal number. Where you at? There you go. Take a picture of this bad boy. Damn it, I fell out of the way. Fell out of the way. Really can't see it. Come on, Flash. Flash don't want to work tonight. I gotta go in and turn it on. Flash auto. Could have been bad. There we go. Got a picture of the seal. Got that locked in. Get on down this road to this house. I had to take a 30-minute break in here, so my break should be coming. Should be just about over with. And everything. Oh, let me take a picture of this chassis. Or like some of them boys down there in Savannah say, by chassis number. Got that. Oh, and it's my 30-minute break over with yet. Yep, it is over with, so let's get ready to get out of here. Let me do my loading call. Easy in and out, man. It real easy. Really don't get no better than that. But let me not talk. Because sometimes you can get up here and run into an issue. I don't like the way something looks back here with my container. I almost look like it's leaning to the driver's side. I don't know, is that the way the road is? I think I had this issue the other day. Yeah, I think that's just how the road is slanted back there when you in that area. So it's looking. What you looking at? He's looking real hard. I throw my hand up in and he didn't wave back. I asked, what you looking for? He ain't gonna wave back. But anyways, right there in that area, the road is slanted. I had that same issue the other day, and it made the container look real sketchy. And every time I get right there in that area, I always get a little scared because I don't want the container coming out the box, and I definitely don't want that kingpin and the fifth wheel coming loose from each other. Let's get home. I'm ready to get back down this road. It's been a pretty decent day today. Pull up my CSX app. The app will disable when you are moving, and you have to go all the way back out the app. Luckily, we're able to use facial recognition. Oh, did it scan? Did it scan? Did it scan? There we go. And we should be out of here in no time. Type in my parking address. Please stand by. Well, that was a blessing that we was able to get out of there pretty easy. it took a couple minutes, but we got out of there. No traffic. GPS got me getting home around 11 o'clock, so I won't be able to start in the morning until 9. Like I say, that is a good thing that I need to do stuff in the morning anyway, because like I said, tomorrow, my daughter's first day of daycare. Maybe she go, maybe she don't with the storms moving in. I don't know. Like I said earlier in the video, they canceled my boys' school tomorrow, so they don't have school tomorrow. I'm just hoping that the weather don't do nothing crazy. But if it do, I want to be home with my family, so that's what I plan on doing. I got started real late today. Like I said, I don't hate to leave on Sundays. It just be kind of hard to leave on Sundays. And another reason that is because I don't take care of my business on Saturday like I'm supposed to. You know, being off on Fridays, of course my boys are at school and my wife is at work. Me and my daughter, we hang out on Fridays a lot. So I only get one full day with my family. So when Saturday come up, I'm not really thinking about work or trying to get into work mode. I'm finally spending time with my family. So when Sunday morning come around, I'm all throwed off. I'm all the way throwed off. So that's why I can't never get up and leave at 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning in the AM like I always say I'm gonna do. I can't never do it. I always say I'm gonna do it, but I never do it. And once I start real late like I did this morning, it throws out my whole week. I've been saying I'm gonna get better at it, but I'm still doing the same thing. So it is what it is, as long as we're making decent money. You know, I'm being strategic about everything I'm doing right now. Making decent money, and I pretty much like the job. The job is straight. It's so simple. It's not hard at all. And you know, if you request something, they'll give it to you. They don't trip. They're not strict. I thought they was gonna be real strict on safety. They are big on safety. Don't get me wrong, they are big, but they not breathing down your neck like I thought they was gonna be when I started with them. I just thought it was gonna be every little thing. They just breathing down your neck. If you come in here and you do what you got to do, they do not bother you at all. Last week, when I set my DRT, because when I was sick to leave out on Monday, I left out on Monday, they didn't have nothing to say. I asked the guy, could I work this past Friday? I didn't want to work a full day, I just wanted to work like a half day, but he told me, my dispatch told me, he was like, well, I can't guarantee you what they're gonna do for you. You might have a full day, or you might not, but if you want to work, you're welcome to work. And I just told him, don't worry about it, I'll just start this week fresh. 4-day check, it's okay, you know, but they're not strict over here. Pretty decent company to work for. I know some people probably got negative things to say about them, but hey, they've been good to me so far. And I don't normally like jobs. I know if you watch my videos, I have had job after job after job after job, especially being a container hauler. When you're on a container hauler, you just switch companies left and right. And when I'm start going down here, you just go to the next one. Because they always stealing each other freight out there and lowballing each other. So I just had job after job. But JB Hunt, I can't say, definitely one of the best places that I have worked at thus far, you know, my experience thus far. So we're about to end this video out. I think the next video we'll pick up probably in the morning, seeing hopefully the storm haven't destroyed anything, and I might pick it up leaving home tomorrow morning, or I might pick it up down in Midway, Georgia. I don't know yet, but either way, everybody stuck around this long to hear me yap. I sure appreciate it. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you don't mind. And come back and watch some more Ride with DJ. We just getting this journey started. So I appreciate y'all for watching, and I'm gonna catch y'all when we come around again on the next one. Enjoy.